Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of Drawesome Gaming. Keeping with July's theme of bosses, I want to take time to go a little bit more in depth with this week's episode. We're talking about Lavos from Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. There are so many different layers to the story, tactics, and even the associated memories for me, so let's just jump right into it. With Lavos as the main antagonist, it isn't just a simple battle. You actually encounter him a couple times either through battle or story. Lavos is an alien that came crashing down to Earth during the prehistoric era of 65 million BC. You see him awakened in one era, gain full power and annihilating another. He's central to almost every storyline. And because he's present in every timeline, it allows room for engaging him at different stages in the game. The battle itself has many layers. The first form you battle is a shell that looks sort of like a porcupine with a weird bulbous face. Once you defeat this form, you navigate your way inside the shell where you encounter his second form. This one looks sort of like a cross between a human, a robot, and some tentacly business. Once this form is defeated, you are brought to Lavos' final form, which consists of 2 pods and a humanoid. But whoa, hey! Lavos is trying to trick you into thinking he's the humanoid, but nope. He's one of the pods! Plot twist! Defeat the core, win the game. The conditions in which you defeat Lavos change the endings of the game. If you carry out most acts in the game, you'll get a satisfying ending where everyone quote-unquote lives happily ever after, watching a moonlight parade. There are also sillier endings, like one where Chrono's mom chases a cat into a time gate, or, if you didn't defeat Azala and the Reptites, an ending where everyone is Reptites instead of humans. If you decide to fight him at the very beginning of the game, you unlock one of the rarest endings, one where you can talk to all of the developers of the game. All endings revolve around defeating Lavos. Lavos as a boss is...
You're forgetting one key fact. Hey guys, it's Stephanie Sandwich. I felt my superior knowledge was needed here because die-hard fans of the Chrono series know that Lavos isn't just the boss of Chrono Trigger, he's the boss of Chrono Cross. Technically, he's not called Lavos because after the events of Chrono Trigger, Lavos is sent to the darkness beyond time, where he's intercepted Shala and merged with her to become the Dream Devourer, which is essentially the early version of the Time Devourer. My goodness, the minutiae of Lavos' presence can't even be broadly summarized since he used the Dragon God in its multitude of forms to retrieve out. Hey, I wasn't done!
Anyways, the Lavos battle in Chrono Trigger is very important to me personally. It's because of my passion for the music of this battle that I was actually a published writer at the ripe old age of 11 years old. Okay, I didn't write an article or anything, but I did get fan mail published in the November 2000 issue of Nintendo Power. I wrote about respect for the editors and writers of the publication and how my favorite song in gaming was the Lavos Core 2 theme. Every time I think about the moment I saw my name in that magazine, it makes me pretty dang happy. I had sent letters to them for months! Well, that does it for this week's Drawesome Gaming. I guess, thanks to Stephanie Sandwich for her input? Anyways, huge thanks goes out to my Patreon supporters who make Drawesome Gaming and all of its awesomeness happen. If you're interested in hearing the song I was talking about, it is linked down in the description. Make sure you guys click like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Okay, love you, bye!